presents, and I was kind of feeling like I wish I could have done more this year. You know how you get that feeling. Everybody knows that feeling. I don't care if you got $1 million or if you got $50. Everybody has that feeling of, I wish I could have done something a little bit more. That's a spirit of giving. And I remember the girl saying, I'd say, I'm really sorry we couldn't get to. No, are you kidding me?
And they laugh about it now because they thought it was like a joke that we were telling them that they weren't going to get anything. And then when Christmas, they got a bunch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a joke. It was just that panic that every parent has.
Right.
The closer it gets to Christmas, oh my gosh, I didn't save up enough money. I had to pay this bill.
I
don't have a choice. I'm going to have, $100 to split between the three girls. What am I going to do? But like I said, God prevails, and, he always provides for us.
With that being said, Bobby and I have talked about going overboard with Christmas presents for the grandkids. And, that's just something 6 years ago, we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut back quite a bit since then, but this year was really different when we're not hosting Christmas.
And we have to take everything with us.
And the girls said, okay, let's just minimize, I can't say that word.
Minimize.
The amount of gifts that the kids get. Let's get a couple of meaningful gifts.
Right.
And I got to tell you, I really had a hard time with it.
It got your hackles up a little bit.
I was sitting in my chair thinking, no, I'm going to get them what I want to get. And
right.
Then for some reason, something clicked in my head was like,
meaningful. Meaningful meaning that they're going to appreciate it and they're going to use it, and it's not going to just get thrown at the bottom of the toy box.
Right. And that's what clicked into my head. That's what came into my head. When we were moving, those toys that were not touched,
yep.
we could have wrapped them up this year, and we gave them to a Goodwill.
Yeah.
But we could have wrapped those up and put them under a tree this year, and it would have been a whole new experience. But what I'm saying is I was hasty about it, and then I thought, you know what? They're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's two meaningful gifts, and they will enjoy them from Mama and Papa, and they'll know they came from Mama and Papa, and it's no different than what for Reese and Carter's birthday we celebrate two of our grandchildren's birthdays together because they're so close together.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby decided that we should make their birthday presents this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I'm a wannabe Bob Vila. I think in my mind I can build stuff, and if I put my mind to it, I can do it.
Well, and you were banned for a long time since you shot the nail through your finger. So that kind of made me think about whether I wanted you to try building something.
That's a different story.
But
I decided, you decided we're going to build these presents.
Mm-hmm.
And because Reese really wanted a bunk bed for her American Girl doll.
Yep.
And so...
And we looked at them in the store, and they were not great. They were plastic, and they were cheap.
But we weren't looking at the American Girl dolls ones. We were looking at
the store-bought brand ones.
Yep. Because the American Girl doll, they were a little pricey for a 4-year-old. So we decided, hey, we'll just build it. And so I built this bunk bed.
And it was great.
And then, I was going to talk about Carter's little treasure box I built.
Well, and the whole time you were building her bunk bed, you're sitting there going, I don't know what to do for Carter.
How am I going to top this? Because let me tell you, the bunk bed came out perfect.
It did. It looked really good.
I couldn't believe that I built it with...
And that was the first thing that was in her room when we walked in. It was right next to the door when we went in her room the other day.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yep.
You just kept saying, there's nothing that we can do for Carter. He doesn't like dolls. I can't build him a doll bed or a house or something. And
then it dawned on me, he's always talking about treasure and treasure boxes. And I'm a huge collector of cigar boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did, I can't even, just sitting here thinking about it gives me chills because how I came up with this. I took an old cigar box and I completely built little slide doors.
A false bottom.
And I put a old-fashioned key in there as a handle. And,
we put different little treasures in there.
And, of course, I make coin rings, and so I made him a very special coin ring, and I put it in there, and a couple of very old coins. Maybe I shouldn't have done that for a 6-year-old, but I put some very rare coins in his box. And
he's very careful. He'll hold on to that.
And so, I just found these little treasures, and when he opened it up, it just looked like there was a key on the false bottom. But then when you took that top off, then the drawer slid out.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And I went into his room. We were there this past week, and there it was, proudly sitting next to the transistor radio.
Yeah.
And then Reese's bunk bed. And it just, I would say for under $20 in a Saturday.
It was a weekend thing.
Yeah. I mean, I built everything on a one day, and then I finished it the weekend. But for less than $25.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. Not everybody can do that kind of thing or has the room or tools.
But you can try, just like we were talking about earlier. If you don't try, you never know.
I did not think I had it in me, and I kept thinking, we're getting down to the wire, and what if I don't pull this off?
Then we would have to stop at the store and get something.
that wouldn't be meaningful.
No.
And it would be a
And they did get we did get them a little extra other than that, clothes,
yes.
But,
But it wasn't, we ran
that
out
was
and
their
bought
big
them
gift.
We didn't run out and buy them a console, a game console, or something that cost $400 and give it to them.
Right.
And it's just something that I know they will both hopefully carry on with them through, they'll hold on to it just like I do. My E.T. that was given to me in 1982.
Speaking of that,
I had a sweet lady, my dad's friend.
One of his friends.
1982, when E.T. came out, I was, 9 years old, and she painted and
the ceramics, do-it-yourself ceramics were really big back then.
Right.
So everybody went to a ceramics class.
And that's what she did.
And she made an E.T. statue. It's a
bank.
Oh, is it a bank?
Yeah, it is a bank.
But it's large.
And I have had that thing since 1982.
And when we move, we have to wrap it up in 20 different layers. And he's always so particular about it because he doesn't want it to get broken.
It's one of my prized possessions. And I just don't want it to get broke. And
because it's dear to your heart.
Yeah. And many times I thought about giving it to Carter, because he is our firstborn grandson, and I thought, and every time he looks at that, he's like, I don't want that thing.
What is that?
So
it cracks me up because he just looked at it like that has to be some kind of mistake.
He'll understand it when he gets older,
yes.
Maybe. But
and it looks just like E.T. I mean, it's not, she didn't mess up on it or anything.
Absolutely not.
But to him, it looks really foreign.
You have to be over 40 to understand E.T.
But they do have a commercial out showing E.T. now.
I think there's a new episode. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. There was just something, an ad on Thanksgiving. But we're rambling. Traditions, Christmas tradition, and we're giving up the reins this year, and our daughter's going to host it.
Yes,
and
it's very hard.
It is hard, but
it's hard to step back and not take control of everything, to bend to someone else's will.
But as I said in the beginning of the podcast, you have to make that effort. You never know. This could be. Think about, and and anyone listening knows that when they host something, you are out of your mind that day. You're cleaning up the house. You're making sure this is in place. You're making sure that the decorations are up and the food's not going to burn. And if do you have enough?
If you're like me, you're panicking through the whole thing and you're watching everybody's faces to, for a look of disappointment in something. and it's not fun. It's neat to get the kids presents and see them unwrap them, but it's very stressful.
It's stressful up to the point everybody starts arriving, and just then everybody cuts loose. Jimmy shows up in his Cousin Eddie attire.
You have
with
to
his,
explain Cousin Eddie.
Everybody knows who Cousin Eddie
Didn't know
is.
Cousin Eddie.
Off of Christmas Vacation.
National Lampoon, Christmas Vacation.
With Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid. And Jimmy, my twin brother, comes in with a blue leisure suit and white shoes with a glass moose cup.
You have to watch the movie. It's a good Christmas movie.
And if I get a chance, if I can find a picture, I'm posting it on our website of Jimmy in that outfit. And I swear to you, if it didn't make me feel like I was standing next to Cousin Eddie. I tried to talk him into doing it this year. He may or may not, I don't know, but those are the things I'm talking about when it was so stressful doing that. And then when everybody shows up and we're eating and the music's playing in the background, the kids are going crazy and they don't care one thing about eating. All they want to do is get to those gifts. And okay, we finally give up and everybody goes in there. And so this year it's going to be a little different for us, but let's just take it for what it is.
Take a deep breath and go with the flow.
And this could be a start of a new tradition for us where we just get in the car, we come up to the driveway, and the kids come running out. It could be a whole new tradition for us. And then we just have to get in the car and come back home.
That's right. I mean, we can pitch in a little bit, but honestly, it's not us worrying about it for the entire 2 weeks before Christmas.
Right.
All the way up until afterward when you sit down in the middle of all the wrapping paper and go, I'm glad it's over.
So that's going to wrap up this episode. And what we would encourage you to do is go visit our website, take a look at it, leave us a message. Tell us about your Thanksgiving and your Christmas, how that turned out. And
tell us your traditions that your family have.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We want to interact and talk to our listeners. We have so many listeners out there that we're not really getting to engage with a lot of them. So here's an opportunity. Go to our website at www.everydayricochet.com and just look at the site.
Read my blog.
Bobby's got blogs that she puts up each week. We're going to start adding some different pictures and different things about us. And if you'll share with us, and we'll even add that onto our webpage. And
if you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, we have our T-shirts up. Some of them anyways. Yeah,
Bobby, we just opened the store on our website. You can go to our website, as I said, at the everydayricochet.com, or you can go shopeverydaymerch.com, and that will take you to our website, where there you can pick up nice Christmas gifts for your family or friends.
Or for yourself.
Or for yourself. And then you can share our message.
And send us a picture. If you do get one of our T-shirts, send us a picture of you wearing it, and we'll put it up on the website.
Yeah, we hope everyone has a great week. Be watching for our next episode. And guys, remember,
it's a good day for a great day.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.